I began to understand and realize that even as you can be burned physically, you can be burned spiritually. And when you're burned spiritually, we got to understand, just like physically, spiritually, there are degrees of burns. A first degree burn in the natural only bothers the outer layer of the skin, or what they call the epidermis. The skin is usually red and is very painful. And you can cool it down quickly and solve it with some balm, and it usually will heal itself. It's a first degree burn. Then, in the second degree burn, it's a part who fixes. The blisters can be present, and it involves the epidermis and the upper layers of the dermis. The wound will be pink and red in color and painful in its appearance. Second degree burns in the natural. Then you have third degree burns. In third degree burns, all layers of the skin are destroyed. It extends into the subcutaneous tissues. It appears to be black and white and would be dry and flaky, and it can appear to be leathery in texture. Third degree burns in the natural. And what really blew my mind is that they actually have a fourth degree burn. And the fourth degree burn, all the skin is dead all the way down to the muscle and the bone. Cannot be restored or repaired. It is dead, burnt up, burnt out. And that's what's happening to many Christian folk today. We have passed the first degree stage. We have passed the second degree stage. We have passed the third degree stage. And many of us in ministry today are in that fourth degree stage in our spiritual lives. I mean, it's dipping all the way down into our spirit where we don't even want to come to church anymore. When praising and worshiping in God becomes a problem, becomes something that we have to do, not that we want to do it. And all this other stuff. And then we get so busy in the administration of ministry that we forget that ministry means just loving on one another. Everybody's running around talking about me, my mess, and forget about the rest. But who is really fasting and praying for one another? See, that's the one thing that we need to understand. And I'm giving you heads up right now that we are going to be fasting and praying. And guess what? We might be doing it right smack in the middle of some holidays. And I want to see who the real fasters and prayers are. Because if we're saying that we are spiritually burnt out, if it's that first degree thing, then that's just something easy. We can just come together and praise and worship, and we'll feel better on the way out the door. Second degree being burnt spiritually means that it's getting down a little bit thicker. It's red and it's blistering up, and it's going to take a little bit more work. But when you get down the fourth degree burns, you can die. Do you know that if you have fourth degree burns, over 30% of your body, not even 50%, just 30% of your body, chances are you're going to die. And we don't want to die. At least not spiritually, because we have some work to do. We have some work to do right here in our own city.